The game is beautiful. You know how we do. We interpret game for you. Kissing babies and shaking hands, man. Do it. What the fuck I got to do out here to make it black open, and you are now experiencing the world famous Bossmack podcast. ARNS, y'all. RN motherfucking S. Oh yes, today is a beautiful day. I'm happy as fuck to be up in here doing this. Y'all niggas already know how I get down. Nothing but good game when he come around. Bossmack topsoil, y'all got to love the sound. You know what's up with it. Man, just out here vibing, doing what I gotta do, bringing good game to you, man. I'm always happy to be up in here podcasting. Cause it's an art from the motherfucking start. You hear me? If you don't know, you in the dark. Hey man, you know, just feeling good bouncing, man. Feeling good bouncing. Y'all know what's up. The Bossmack podcast, Bossmagnosis Live, is brought to you by Bossmack Streetwear. You see the Bossmack is covered in Bossmack Streetwear right now, just covered. Head to toe, don't you know? Every day I just make up shit and just put it on, man. I just make up some shit and be like, that look good to me. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm feeling relevant, feeling good. In here solo this evening. I was gonna have a guest, man, but then I was like, man, I need to get some shit off, man. I need to rant some shit, man, right here, man, because there's so much suckerism in the world. Anyway, I got off a tangent. I got on some Bossmack Streetwear right here, man. Go through Bossmack Streetwear and cop some Bossmack Streetwear right now, man. You know, we try to put game on the shirt, make bitches want to flirt, but this right here is just some PG type shit. Savage lifestyle that, you know, man, we're gonna have to be savage out here, bro. Shit trail out here, man, for real. You know what I'm talking about, man. But anyway, savage. I really like this hunter green. Real comfortable. Feeling good with this whole ensemblage, the sweatpants and the just feel real comfortable right now, man. The beanie is comfortable, man. I'm just feeling good in the fabric, man. New fabric. You know what I'm talking about? You know when you put on new fabrics, man, you just fresh out the shower, you know, cologne. You know what I'm talking about? You just be feeling good, and that's how I'm feeling right now. But anyway, go through Bossmack Streetwear and pick up some Bossmack Streetwear. Also, right, if you need some game because you're struggling with your bitches out there, you need some help, you need some game, you need a nigga to overview your shit and give you some perspective on how to move and make it happen, man. From, you know, a nigga that done been through some shit, man. A lot of bitches, bro. A lot of bitches. And let me tell you something, man. You know, it's always good to reach out to a nigga that's over there for game. This ain't in your immediate circle, man, circumstances because, man, you know, when you reach out to your peers and you know, you need help from your peers, man, you find out they competing with you, man, and niggas throw salt in your game, give you faulty advices. You end up fucking off your bitches and niggas be you know, on the low, laughing at your misfortune and downtroddenness because he done talked you about your bitches. But man, when you reach out to the boss, Mac Topsoil, listen here, nigga, you talking to a nigga who wants you to win because when you win, I win, nigga. When you win, I win. When you have positive results, even if you want to pretend like the ball smacked topsoil didn't give you game, and maybe you want to make yourself hallucinate like you used the game that I gave you and you came up with it, and you want to make yourself hallucinate like you didn't get no game from the ball smack and you just switch your shit around. That ain't beneficial. You know that if the game helped you, it's like signs and wonders, man. Niggas need signs and wonders. Niggas need signs and wonders to believe in the game, man. You know, niggas need signs and wonders to believe in the game. I remember back in the days when I was a youngster, man, when I was real young, and I thought of idealistically, keyword idealistically, about the man and woman relationship, man, and how it just seemed like you could just treat bitches fair and do fair shit and be nice and be a nice guy. It seemed like that from the outside, man, but the reality, man. See, you notice I changed the words over there, man. The reality was the niggas had to go hard on bitches. You understand me? And you gotta, yeah, man, it's fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? It's fucked up out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know what I mean? The game is so deep, it ain't got no bottom, nigga. It's no bottom. The game is so deep, it's no bottom. So when you need, you know what I'm saying? If you need some game, reach out to the boss, Mike Topsoil, man. You know what I'm saying? I give you the best possible advices, man, coming from deep within the soul from a nigga. You understand what I'm talking about? Niggas in the nose! Niggas in the motherfucking nose! There's so many niggas in the motherfucking news right now, man. There's so many motherfucking niggas in the motherfucking news. It's just a lot of motherfucking niggas in the motherfucking news. You know what I'm talking about? First nigga in the news is me, man. I was just at the motherfucking. I was just at Starbucks, man. You know I be going to Starbucks, man. I be going to a lot of different coffee shops, man. Just trying to find who got the best beans, man. You know what I'm saying? I be buying bags of espresso beans and shit like this. This is the basic. This is the basic bag of beans you get from Starbucks right here. You know what I mean? It's the basic, $12, right? Now, the what I experience at Starbucks is um a lot of motherfuckers probably wouldn't know this type shit existed, but this exists at Starbucks if you're coming in at Starbucks from a certain type of perspective. Now, since I'm coming in there in the Starbucks in the most rare level, I come to shop at Starbucks on the most rare level. I come to buy whole beans, ungrounded, to put into the espresso machine. You feel me? And we got the grinder right here on the top, grinding to the shots. You understand me? My drugs is on point. Now, everybody don't have one of these motherfuckers. So look, when you go into Starbucks and you buy this, see, as a real nigga in Starbucks, you know what I'm saying? You have like as you know when a real nigga go into Starbucks, it's a different energy in Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? And then when a real nigga buys some beans and don't want them ground up because the normal motherfucker want them ground up for they, they don't have no grinder at the crib. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want them grind up. They kind of raise an eyebrow and be like, "Oh, you got a real espresso machine at the crib?" Look me up and down. I experienced racism buying the beans. A Mexican pulled me over the other day. Was like, "Hey, you not getting your beans ground up? You buying beans?" Yeah. You got the machine? Yeah. Yeah, I got the machine. Seeing white people pause like a motherfucker. Nigga like, yeah, give me the beans. You ain't getting them ground? Nah. What? She's not getting them. Over espresso beans, bro. If you didn't know, anyway, niggas in the motherfucking nose. Niggas in the motherfucking nose. I gotta talk about motherfucking Saweetie, man. Saweetie and Quavo, man. Hey, Saweetie and Quavo. I don't know what the fuck is going on with they shit. I don't know. If they shit is over. I thought I heard they shit was over. Some shit today or some shit. And I don't give a fuck if they together or not or they're over or whatever the fuck it is. The only reason I'm talking about this shit is because the Bossmack topsoil been said niggas was a sucker. You understand me? Been said. Been said. You know what I think? On some real shit, man. On some real shit. If I wanted to press a line, if I wanted to, I could just I could make some couple phone calls and I think I can get at Quavo. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Now, on the real, man, the Bossmack topsoil is just an old nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a OG. I'm beyond OG, old ass nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? And when I clown niggas directly, when I say a nigga name, when I name a whole podcast after a nigga, if I was that nigga, I would get at me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I would come around try to find out why a nigga named the whole podcast after me. I came out and said Quavo is a fucking sucker podcast. Quavo a sucker, whole lot of sucker shit when he gave the bitch a Bentley double R, whatever the fuck he gave her, 6 figures. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is the Bossmack topsoil. See your suckerism from long distance. I see your sucker shit that you're doing. I see your suckerism. I see it, and I try to help by clowning you. I try to talk derogatory about you, so you can hear it and change your ways. We watch the bitch just be victorious. Nigga, Saweetie just victorious. Saweetie just handle nigga. Embarrassing. Get on it. What is that? What is that? Justin Combs? Who's that nigga? Who's that? Justin Combs? Who's that nigga? Justin. Shit, man. Justin. Where that nigga at, man? Combs. See if I can pull that nigga up, man. What? show, whatever that fucking show is, man. Sweetie. The bitch. Let me see. Oh, I got that shit upside down. Yeah, man. Sweetie. Fucking bitch. Clown that nigga. This nigga. Sweetie. Justin LaBoy and Justin Combs. Justin Combs was a little pimp on there. I saw you on there. Justin Combs was a little pimp on there. Them little niggas, man. I like them little niggas. Mm-hmm. I like them little niggas. That little nigga, man. He kind of look like Al B. Sure. I guess that's Al B. Sure's son. How the fuck is a nigga Al B. Sure's son and change his name to Combs? Man, that is so way out. But anyway, man, shout out to, man, that nigga's a little pimp, bro. Like, I felt his pimp energy questioning Saweetie. You know what I'm saying? He was flowing and glowing. He was questioning Saweetie. He was bringing that shit out. Saweetie did everything I thought a bitch. Bro, listen. Let me tell you, man. Look, bro. What can I say about this, man? There is no Migos, nigga. The Migos it's no way they can have good music after such suckerism, man. So much. Saweetie just did that shit, bro. Man, Saweetie from Oaktown, nigga. Handled this nigga, man. Quavo. Nigga, I made 2 podcast episodes dedicated to his suckerism. And a bitch just flexed that nigga, man. Bought that bitch a Bentley. Bitches want to attack the Bossmack topsoil on my page. Bitches was attacking the Bossmack topsoil. Bitches was attacking the Bossmack topsoil on his page when he was rebuking the suckerism of Quavo buying a bitch a motherfucking Bentley and a motherfucking whatever he got that bitch. Birkin bags. Bitch ran down a list. The score niggas, y'all young niggas out there, listen to the Bossmack topsoil. Listen to the Bossmack topsoil. I been said this, bro. Don't let a bitch just get a motherfucking hell of a scorecard on you where when it's all said and done, on your side, on her side of the scorecard, she add up millions of dollars in shit that you did, and she point up there and just got you one little old watch. And the bitch was irritated when she was like, I got him a Richard Mille. Bitch, somebody gave that bitch that watch. She didn't pay for that Richard Mille. That bitch didn't pay for that Richard Mille. A motherfucking jeweler gave her that watch. Saweetie just victorious over Quavo. God, man. Saweetie, shout out to Saweetie. Oaktown, stand up. Handled that nigga. Trick, and I bet you, and I don't even think he fucked her raw. I believe he never fucked her raw when he was questioning about fucking raw. That bitch was like, oh my God. That bitch said she got mad at a nigga. And the nigga dropped off, it sounded like hundreds of thousands of dollars in a bitch account to make a bitch happy. Man, niggas do not hear the Bossmack out here, man. The Bossmack try to do the best he can to preach how just I stand up against suckerism every time I every time I talk on a podcast. I'm against suckerism. I try to uplift. I tell niggas that they suckers. I put the game out there. The game, years of the game, put it out there. Niggas, the world, it's just niggas is suckers. It's just the sucker world. It's the world. All these niggas out here is suckers. All y'all niggas out there is suckers, man. Y'all niggas condone this shit. That's why it's happening. Quavo. Listen, young niggas out there listening. Man, all this tricking sucker shit does not work. It worketh not. Your sucker shit worketh not. Your tricking worketh not. Listen to me, man. Listen to me, man. Y'all niggas out there is suckers, man. Niggas is out there, man. Sucker culture out there, man. Tricking. Tricking on bitches is good. Culture out there, man. I'm against it like a motherfucker. I'm gonna fight to the end, nigga. I'm gonna talk down on your suckerism and your tricking. I'm gonna keep talking down on it. I don't give a fuck if I got one nigga listening to me. I don't give a fuck if it's 1, 2, 3 niggas listening to me. Tell them, hey man, don't be a motherfucking sucker, man. Come on, nigga. Hey man. That bitch made a mockery of Quavo without even saying his motherfucking name. She didn't even say his name. She just mockeried him. Everything she said. And look, the greatest mockery of them all, what the bitch said. All this tricking this nigga done did. Millions of dollars. Millions. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars on this bitch. And when asked if a bitch would bless a nigga with a threesome, a bitch said she would rather have a train ran on her. With Quavo and another nigga than to bless a nigga with 2 bitches. A nigga who brought a bitch a motherfucking Bentley, double R, whatever the fuck it was, 6 figures. Birkin, probably brought that bitch 10 Birkins. Man. There's no way you can make good music after committing such heinous sucker acts, man. Quavo is a sucker, and Mr. Cardi B over there, y'all niggas is finished. All that sucker shit, take off, save yourself, nigga. I don't know what you're doing. Save yourself from these niggas. Quavo. I can't believe it, man. Grievous. This bitch says she'd rather have a train ran on her. Said a nigga gave her hundreds of thousands of dollars in lump sums. Nigga never fucked her raw. Bro, I don't want to even stay on it long, but I just want to tap in deep into the suckerism and just. It's a lot of y'all niggas out there similar though. I mean, you know, I'm ranting on. I'm talking about Quavo, but it's a lot of niggas out there like that. It's a lot of y'all niggas like that. It's okay to trigger, just cause, hey man. A lot of y'all niggas like that. A lot of y'all niggas like that. Unbelievable. 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 But, you know, the nigga intro, the way he met, when he met the bitch, I mean, he intro with sucker shit. Intro with sucker shit. This bitch just blew up. Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. If you pay attention, you'll see that Saweetie career went up like a motherfucker on his head, man. On his head. On his motherfucking head. Saweetie was like a joke musically before that nigga to me, man. She was like joking. To me, it was like she was a joke, like a pretty bitch joke music. She was a bad bitch. I ain't saying she not her content, they be working hard over there, but musically, I thought the bitch was a joke. The bitch serious now, off of his head. Shout out to Saweetie. Oakland bitches, man. That'll keep your eye on them Oakland bitches. You see Kamala, vice president. Them Oakland bitches. Saweetie did that. Shout out to Saweetie, man. Shout out to Saweetie, man. God bless you, Saweetie. And Saweetie, if your people hear this, you know, I love you, bitch. Bossmack Topsoil, love you, bitch. I would love to have you on the show, chop it up. And you know what I'm saying, I hail you as a real ass bitch. You in the runnings for real ass bitch of the year going in. I'm proud of what you did. You know, I just gotta talk down and then on Quavo for the suckerism. I'm sorry, bitch. I like you. You know what I'm saying? As a real bitch, I fuck with you. You feel me? But you know, I gotta talk down on this man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta talk down. I want to make sure no youngsters following that path of suckerism because it's bad for you. It's dangerous. It's not good. It's not good. What y'all niggas is doing is not good. Y'all niggas. Let me see. Did I just drain that shot? Did I just get all my emotions out about his suckerism? Did I get it all out? I might have got it all out. I want to say, let me shop this bitch out because I want to be very, very clear as fuck with my motherfucking shout out to this bitch. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Bitches save life, bro. Like when when you ain't being a sucker, you know, a real bitch will look out for you, man. You know what I'm saying? But I think when they, I think when they sense that sucker as a minion, man, you know. What was I looking for? Uh, Let me see right quick, man. Um, yeah, okay. Jenny, the Jenny in Georgia show creator Sarah Lampert. The Jenny in Georgia show creator Sarah Lampert. Bitch, I love you. I appreciate you. Hey, I fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, I fuck with her. You know what I'm talking about? That's a real bitch. Bless a nigga right there. Shout out to her. Y'all go see the Bossmack topsoil pillowcases, bitch relax pillowcases on Jenny and George on Netflix, man. Nice little show. I had to start watching it. You know, I usually don't be watching shit like that. I had to start supporting watching some shit. Like, yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board like a motherfucker. Telling motherfuckers, hey, you better check out Jenny in Georgia. That's a good show. Fuck with real niggas. Hey, who would have thought a bitch would put real niggas clothing line on a little white girl bed? Who would have thought? Look what the Mac can do, y'all niggas. Look what they do. Look at that. Brompton fashion designer with pillowcases on Jenny in Georgia on Netflix. Who would have who would have thought? God is great. Y'all better aid. Amen. Amen. Real talk. God is great. Like like frosted flakes. For real, bro. Let me tell y'all something. Hey, you know what? You know what? I'm talking a whole lot of shit. Hold up. That was some cough. that was some cough. That was some cough up a lung shit right there for real, nigga. All right. All right. All right, y'all niggas. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm coming. Hey man, I'm coming out the Bible, bro. I'm coming out the Bible, bro. I'm finna tell y'all, man. I figure I know. You know what I'm saying? This is. I know I'm forcing religion on niggas. Nigga gotta keep greasing his lips like a motherfucker. I'm forcing religion on y'all motherfuckers, man. But I just gotta read this right here, man, and you know, I just gotta read this right here, man, because this is really This is really what I feel like. I feel like this is what I gotta do right here, man. This is what it is for me. All right. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 16. You hear me? Responsibility of the prophet. And it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered. But his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man, and that righteous man sin not, and he doth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also, thou hast delivered thy soul. I hope y'all understood that. It just means that I'm going to tell you what's real, right? I'm going to tell you what's real. And I don't give a fuck if you believe or not. Because I did what I was supposed to do, and I warned you. I warned you. I warned you. I did what I was supposed to do. I told y'all niggas. I warned y'all niggas. I don't give a fuck if you do it. As long as I told you the truth and I warned you. It's here. It's all my podcasts, everything I said is warnings. You could just be like, he tripping. I don't give a fuck. I'm good with the Most High because I told y'all niggas. All right. I know I'm ranting and talking shit, man, and niggas is over there like, man, this nigga Bossmack, man, this nigga, what's wrong with this nigga tonight? This nigga. You know that, man, when niggas are sending me that Saweetie interview, man, I was hopping around the crib, man. I was just in the spirit of the game. I was just like, man, niggas don't be hearing me, man. I just be getting caught up in the spirit of niggas don't be hearing me when I be saying shit. saying shit way, way in advance. Niggas, Bossmack tripping. I want to say, another nigga in the nose, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion dance like strippers at the motherfucker Grammys, and motherfuckers is mad. And you know, I feel like motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it ain't Cardi B fault. It ain't Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion fault that they figured out that y'all motherfuckers out there want to see some strippers on stage rapping. That's what y'all motherfuckers want to see because y'all paying the bitch to do it. And her record is diamond. Her record is diamond. Her record is diamond. She sold the most out of all bitches. And motherfuckers is mad because she's showing the world itself. Because the world wants to see strippers. The world wants to see it. That's why they pay those bitches to do it. Ain't nobody checking for no what's it, Rhapsody with these bitches with lyrics? What's it? Even if Cardi B try to help the bitches and say, look at these bitches right here, these bitches rap good. Look at these bitches, they so lyrical. She know all the metaphors. Don't nobody want to see that shit, hear that shit. They want to see Cardi B. So the world is mad at a bitch for figuring out what y'all motherfuckers really want. She know that y'all motherfuckers want to see strippers rapping. She give it to y'all and motherfuckers mad. That shit is brazy. That shit is brazy. Yeah, your kids be singing WAP. Your kids be singing about wet ass pussy. They already know about wet ass pussy before the song came out. Cardi B, motherfuckers be getting mad at the Bossmack Topsoil for saying real shit. Reality shit. The Bossmack Topsoil look at reality, right? I just look at shit like it's right there, like this phone. I just look at it, it's there, it's reality. Then I speak of the words of what it is. It's reality, it's right there. So when I look at a bitch, I'm gonna go back and niggas is gonna say, oh man, Bossmack praising Cardi B and all this type of shit. Hey man, she a regular bitch with regular pussy. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas a secret, nigga. For niggas judge the Bossmack Topsoil. I'm gonna tell niggas, man. One of them nights, I was fucking with Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? And we was in Hollywood. We was in Hollywood. We was at the House of Mackay. and she had another show like in Rancho Cucamonga, which is like fucking man, like about 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? I had been with this bitch all day, and you know, she wanted niggas to roll over there with her to that. And I was like, man, even though this the number one bitch, I was like, man, nah, man, I'm boo. I'm boo. I don't even want to be around this bitch with y'all niggas. Some other niggas. I don't even want to, I can't homage a bitch like this. I can't, you know. If I couldn't get my agenda, because really, I'm trying to get my clothes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm fucking with her. I'm trying to get my clothes in there, you know what I'm saying, without paying that full max at the time, which was high as fuck. So, I was, I was in there with the bitch before Whack 100. I could have, you feel me? I seen her management lose control of her. I seen them niggas lose control of her. I seen all that shit. I just recognize the number one bitch. It ain't like I love a bitch. I just recognize a bitch. Well, I do love a bitch, but I ain't kissing bitch ass. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. I love a bitch because what the bitch represent overall. You know what I'm saying? But you see it and you acknowledge it. That's why the bitch is on the Grammys doing a while. All right. Shout out to Anderson .Paak and that other motherfucker, man. I forgot his name, man. But that song is tight, man. Leave the door open. That's a tight song. That's a tight song. That's a good video. Bitches in the video. Good feeling. Good song, man. I like that shit. Shout out to Anderson .Paak. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about Anderson .Paak. I remember when Anderson .Paak was Breezy Lovejoy. His name used to be Breezy Lovejoy. You feel me? And if you look at my blog, you might see this story in there. I remember I went one night. I went to the homie, my nigga Kenya had an event at House of Blues, and I believe it was at the Universal, at the City Walk in Hollywood. Yeah. And it was Breezy Lovejoy, and it was a bitch. It was this bitch that went to USC. I can't remember her name, man. She was a bad bitch. I think she was like a aerobics instructor / lawyer or some type of professional shit, something. I think she might have been an AKA too. I'm not sure, but I don't know, man. She went to USC, man, and she had her band, and she was up there all super serious. I mean, the bitch came out with the band. Hey, man, you would have thought that bitch. Hey, that bitch came out strong with the band, with the outfit, fan base. She had all her homegirl. They was deep in their fan base. And that bitch got up there, and that bitch was just straight up awful, man. Awful. On top of a dope band. That was a tripped out experience, fucking with my peoples in that little period, watching different artists do their thing, seeing who was tight and who wasn't. Shout out to Jametta Rose. That's where I seen her at in there fucking with Kenya, man. I'll try to get Jametta Rose to come on my podcast, but she ain't gonna come on my podcast because I be talking too much shit. But shout out Jametta Rose. You know I love you though. Her and Novena Carmel, man. I love them, man, but they ain't gonna fuck with me because I be talking too much shit. But anyway, yeah, man. This little bitch, man, I can't remember her name, man, but she was whack as fuck, bro. Like I'm gonna look at that blog post to see if I can find her name, man. I talked hella shit about the bitch in the blog post too. I just was kept it a buck, man. I was like, damn, her homegirls was out there cheering for her, and all her homegirls was all lit for her and shit, but she was whack though, bruh. And I shitted on her in the blog. And that bitch, that bitch saw that shit. And then I seen that bitch at another event, like probably like a year or two later, and she came up to me and she thanked me for writing that about her. She thanked me. She was like, you know what? That was some real ass shit. You was a real ass nigga about that. You kept it a buck with me. You know, I tightened up my game and made me start really taking my craft a little bit more serious. You know, what my people wasn't being honest with me and shit, man. I was keeping it a buck though, really. But the thing about that blog post is that nigga Breezy Lovejoy came in there talking shit. He came in there talking shit, talking shit, trying to talk shit about me, talking shit about the bitch. Y'all go look in there, y'all can see it in there, man. It's in that blog post. Breezy Lovejoy, that Anderson Paak. He came and defended the bitch after I shitted on her. But then the bitch ended up coming back down the line and thanking me for shitting on her. You feel me? Do y'all hear me? Shout out Anderson Paak though. Breezy Lovejoy did his thing. I can't say I heard no shit like the shit he been doing now. I can't say I heard some shit like that, but nigga definitely had some skills. He was out there, yeah, the nigga definitely had some skills. I remember niggas from Oxnard, Breezy Lovejoy. I remember that shit. Yeah, that nigga's tight. All right, Beverly Peel. Did y'all hear that story about Beverly Peel? About Beverly Peel, the model bitch, and Peter Nygaard. Where did I see that shit? I think I was looking at Flagrant 2 podcast, and they had that motherfucker on there to be hunting sexual predators and shit. Was on there talking about Peter Nygaard and how a motherfucker took some pussy from a bitch. This bitch worked for him, model. Took some pussy from a bitch. Sent her home. A bitch married. A bitch married. Took some pussy from a bitch. Sent her home. And she get pregnant. And she think it's her husband because she married. So she have it. And the baby come out half white boy of a billionaire motherfucker that raped her. Man, what the fuck, man? This is a crazy world right here. Crazy world. And then I heard like I don't know if it's the same motherfucker, but a motherfucker so ruthless. This sounds like some Marquise Desai shit, man. A motherfucker so ruthless that a motherfucker is getting bitches pregnant. Follow me. A motherfucker getting bitches pregnant. This sounds just like some Marquis Decide shit, but future. Getting bitches pregnant, then have them get an abortion, and then he shoot the stem cells into himself to stay young. Man. See all that stay young shit, that adrenochrome and Maria Abramovich and I don't know if y'all seen that where Maria Abramovich got people to sit down and stare at her in her eyes for like 5 minutes, and then it turned into like a big old giant waiting people waiting to sit down and stare at her in her eyes. And really, the people waiting to stare at her in her eyes are waiting for their like little 15 minutes of fame, like, because when they go walk out there to her to sit with her, it's like you coming into the limelight. So it's like when I viewed that shit, I'm looking at Maria Abramovich is sitting in the middle of the cube, and it's lit up, right? It's lit up with white light, and everybody is observing this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is around observing. It's cameras. It's flashing. It's light. It's like, and she right in the middle of that, right? So then everybody is waiting for their turn to come and sit down in front of her and to stare into her eyes. So now you get to be famous too, right? While you staring into her eyes right there, right? But the price of coming into that space and sitting down and staring in her eyes, see, it's the price is that looked like she was stealing the energy from each and every person that volunteered to come in there and sit down and sit in front of her and stare into her eyes. And each individual that did it was going through all types of emotions. Some people broke down crying. Some people, all type of emotional. That had to be some type of energy. Bro, look, I'm just trying to tell you, man. You see individuals going above and beyond to prolong their time. You feel me? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. You gotta hear me talking, man. You ain't hearing me talking, man. All right. This off the wall right here, man. This don't mean nothing, but I'm gonna say this anyway, man. I just want to say shouts out to Miles Davis, man. I was looking at the Miles Davis documentary on Netflix, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of hitting me like the book But they left some stuff out the book a little bit. They left some stuff out the documentary, a little bit of stuff. Like his transition in the hip hop right before he died. But Miles Davis, man, Miles Davis in the '60s, man. I think it was like right after Kinda Blue, I think. When he started fucking with that bitch Francis, he started fucking with this bitch named Francis. This bad, bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at Miles Davis' career, like a lot of his issues was with bitches. Like, I just noticed he had a lot of problems. He had a lot of problems with bitches, I noticed. Like his first major problem was with a bad white bitch from France. Like when he was in France, he got caught up with a white bitch in France, and she dumped him, cut him loose, and fucked him up. But he came with some great creativity out of that, right? And then after the Kinda Blue, when he dropped Kinda Blue, he started fucking with the Francis bitch. The Francis was a bad bitch. Him and Francis, when they just was fly. It's just a lot of pictures of them together. It's just fly shit, black excellence. Like he just the cutting edge nigga, and she just the bad bitch jumping in the Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then he ended up losing it and becoming jealous and losing it and driving the bitch away. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, Miles started, he did his period with Herbie Hancock and them, and then he started transitioning into the, when he did Bitches Brew, that Bitches Brew album. Now, right there, he started fucking with another bitch. It was another little bitch, a little white bitch, cool white bitch that got his nose open, and she was in the mix fucking with Jimi Hendrix and motherfuckers like that. So he ended up getting fucked up behind that bitch. That bitch fucked him up too. But anyway, I just shout out to Miles Davis, man. I just wanted to put that out there. It just don't make no, I just put it out there, man. Bitches will fuck you up, bro. You gotta be careful. Game saveth. You understand me? That's why I keep going. I just can't help but talk about the game, man. Can't help but talk about the game. Let me think. What else I got? Oh yeah. I'm gonna go into a long. I'm gonna go into a. I'm gonna go into a diatribe right here. Bossmack topsoil. Okay, let me sum it up. Help me spit this game. All right, look. A nigga hit me up, asked me about bitches and mileage. Bitches accumulating mileage. How can you detect when a bitch have accumulated mileage? Because I spoke on that in the last episode. I spoke on how Dave Chappelle was using that Iceberg Slim story and was saying that he had to get the last bits of mileage out of a bitch. and they was tricking him to get the last bitch of mileage out of him. Anyway, how can you detect mileage in bitches? How can you detect the mileage? How can you detect the mileage? It's getting difficult these days. It's difficult. It's difficult now because, you know, when I first addressed this issue back in 2006, 7, or whenever that was, 2008, 2009, or whenever that was, plastic surgery, the plastic surgery game wasn't proficient out there like it is now. You know what I'm saying? We talking about many, many years ago. So game has changed. Like, you know what I'm saying? On the visual observation, man, you got bitches rolling back years, man. Bitches can make it, you know what I'm saying? Sagging titties can be rejuvenated. Sagging ass can be rejuvenated. Stretch marks taken off. All the signs that used to be there many years ago can be eliminated for little or nothing. Not even that much money. Botox, you feel me? Lips. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of surface inspection. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, what am I getting at? We talking about mileage on bitches now. When we talking about mileage, you know, we talking about physical and spiritual and mental wear and tear on a bitch over time. It happens to niggas too, but to a bitch over time. It's more detrimental to bitches. I'm finna do some theoretical shit. Niggas may get mad, bitches may get mad at me. I'm finna say some shit that's gonna sound fucked up, but this is just based off of some common sense notions that I have. You feel me? Because I believe that man is closer to God. I feel like man is closer to God. So the life come from niggas into women, right? We decide who gonna be, if it's gonna be female or male. The spirit come from us. The one cell foundation, the inert soulless matter that is waiting within each female for the life for the soul to come from. So the energy bubble up in niggas. This is my energy bubble up in niggas. Energy bubble up in niggas. Energy bubble up in niggas. How do niggas accumulate mileage? A lot of niggas don't even get that much pussy. So I think you could jack off your way to mileage. I think niggas jack off their way to mileage. And drugs, alcohol, bad living, food, bad thoughts. But the sexual deviancy is the wear and tear on you. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas naturally bubble up energy. Now, if a nigga was to sit on the energy and hold it, You know, we going into another dimension. See, if you sat on the energy and held it, you slow down aging process. It makes sense that you will be able to slow it down and the wear and tear on yourself. But anyway, niggas niggas accumulate mileage on themselves with their sexual deviancy and they wear and tear. Niggas get excited for the amount of pussy that they get, not realizing that each nut taxes you. But niggas will be hard pressed to believe that niggas. I. Once again, the job of the prophet is to warn you. You know what I'm saying? Warning you. Busting the nuts is taxing you. You know what I'm saying? So let's imagine you got a rotation of 3 bitches. You know what I'm saying? And you feel like you fucking porn star level, so you throwing wild dick to 3 different bitches, busting nuts. You may fuck 3-4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Hella energy loss gotta be. Anyway, so niggas and niggas do that, and you know, and you know what I'm saying, and feel like they not accumulating mileage on themselves. But the more benches you interact with, the spiritual residue from each bitch is rubbing off on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's wear and tear on you, nigga. Like, it's niggas be burnt out. You see niggas out here burn out when they young. It's niggas who look burnt the fuck. It's young niggas. I know young niggas that's in their 20s that look burnt the fuck out right now. From the drugs and the sexual deviancy. And they don't even think it's sexual deviancy. And then imagine you using drugs that enhance the fucking experience. So you going above and beyond your natural ability to fuck. You going into superhuman domains because you're on the perk and the Cialis at the same time. So now, you know what I'm saying, getting your porno shit on, 4-5 nut sessions. You know, once you get down to 5 nut, 5th nut, it really ain't no nut. It's just a nut experience and a drop come out, which when you look at that, you should be terrified that you have no nut left. You know what I'm saying? Life force all expended. You know what I'm saying? You know. So let me come back to bitches. So bitches, the wear and tear over time with the. That's why, like, bitches be like, I feel like the wear and tear on bitches is faster because the life force is not like bubbling up like that. It's fixed. You got a fixed amount. Like, that's why I feel like when females is in like a certain age bracket, they energy levels is so popping. That's why I think a lot of motherfuckers be getting caught up into the young bitches in that little space that they in, like from 16 to maybe like 21, 23 or some shit like that. That little space right there, that the Chris D'Elia, like how Chris D'Elia was on the bitches like that, in that little bracket right there, and just going through those bitches right there like that. I believe it's great energy. I believe it go two ways. Y'all hear me? I'm all theoretical right now. I'm on espresso and weed. I'm telling y'all. It go two ways, I think. I think if y'all niggas follow me. If you in the world, right, and if you're engaging in the physicality of all of this, right? In a non good way, in an evil way, there is energy to be gained from dealing with females in that bracket, older niggas going after the females in that bracket that I just said. And when you fuck with them bitches, it seems like it's some energy to be gained. That's why motherfuckers like Chris D'Elia is addicted to those bitches like that. And when they coming at him, he just taking them all down, right? The danger with that is you are going to come across many evil bitches that's gonna get you. You gonna get got. What's happening to him is gonna happen. You gonna get caught up away, right? But there's energy to be gained. That's why the Epstein and all that old shit like that, all that shit, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're engaging, that's where the energy is. You'll notice older bitches, like when they get into like 30s and 40s, you're running out of embryos that are, the embryos that are, not embryos, but the, what is it, the eggs, the zygote, the unfertilized. You're running out of the unfertilized eggs, and your energy is doing this, vitality is doing this. The closer you get to the end, and then you hit barren. And let me tell y'all niggas something. This is a whole fact out here. It's in the Bible. It's in Proverbs. Barren, listen, barren bitches absorb all your energy, nigga. It can never be filled. A barren woman can never be filled. It's absorption of listen. Bro, I know niggas is like, Bossmack, you sounding brazy and a motherfucker, nigga. I'm here to tell you. So back to the mileage discussion. Now, we have to be mindful. A bitch could be 25 and have extreme mileage because of the number of dicks and whatever that she's experienced, and spiritual and mental. 25 and be burnt out, depending on how you know what I'm saying? So how do you evaluate that? How do you see that? Well, I mean, if you want to break it down, like I'm a glaze over some shit. Like say you go out on Figueroa, and really look at the stroll, look at the hoes. You can look at a bitch's skin and see. At least I know I can. You can look at a bitch's skin and see. It don't matter how old she is. I can look at her skin and tell how much mileage, how much how much energy has been taken out of her. How much she got left possibly. Just like an evil pimp. You know what I'm saying? In the eyes. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. And so mileage, but see then like we in this era of Instagram and Photoshop. You know what I'm saying? You, you could get really fooled off of the gram from the Photoshop. You don't know until you're in the presence of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm just old. It's because I'm old now. But I could just have a conversation. I could just not even a conversation. I could just look at a bitch and see the mileage and see it. And then if I have a conversation with a bitch, I have a full, accurate understanding of the mileage. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, man. I think certain bitches accumulate mileage quicker than other bitches, less robust, like Latinas. Like I've seen Latinas like like they prime space be like 2-3 years sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it be like a impactful 2-3 years, and then it lose it. Just like a lot of white bitches. You know what I'm saying? But some type of way, I've always been fascinated, and a lot of bitches will argue with me about this. But I'm just so fascinated at how each sexual experience takes energy. You know what I'm saying? It takes energy away from the being. It's like a definite loss of vitality. A definite loss. And ultimately, that's what mileage is. Imagine. Imagine that. It's the same with the NFL and the NBA, and you know what I'm saying? Like the holes, like this hole have zero mileage. And then she start getting hit with dicks and accumulating mileage. And maybe, she got a number, like maybe it's 700 dicks. Then, bah, she crazy. It's over. And see, then that take me back to what is really mileage? But spiritual deterioration. You know what I'm saying? You see beautiful women in, like, let's say like a woman in a loving marriage, a bitch in a loving marriage with a husband that loves her and they have a great life together. Usually in the end, they still look good, robust. Even though they do have mileage, it's a robust mileage. It's a wholesome mileage. There's a wholesome mileage to where it don't even really look like mileage. But then there's a vicious mileage. There's a vicious mileage. You know, one of the most fascinating things I've seen, man, you know, because I just try to observe and gauge what is what what what's really happening. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, now this gonna sound weird. I was looking at this documentary on Francis Bacon. I think it was a Francis Bacon, that painter, man. Dude was like, man, I think it was a brush with evil, of a brush with something. Anyway, he was like, his paintings were just like he was possessed by evil, like a demon painted him. Like, just his paintings, man. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot what the name of that shit was, but anyway, Francis Bacon, like, he was gay and, you know what I'm saying, like, drugs, alcohol, crazy, and used to be like, you know, like, had the young gay dude up under him, you know what I'm saying, type motherfucker. Now, one of the last young gay motherfucker that was up under him, right? That ended up getting him for some M's and getting away from him, some type of shit. They was interviewing this motherfucker. Now, this motherfucker looked like he was about, like, I don't know if he was like in his 80s. Let's say he was 80 years old, right? This motherfucker looked like he was 190. If he was 80, he looked like he was 190. He was completely withered. He was withered. He was withered in every possible way he could be withered. And when I see people withered up like that, and I'll be like, is this motherfucker using some type of unnatural way to stay alive, to where he's actually like burning out every part of his body to where it's just, I know y'all motherfuckers like Bossmack talking crazy, and motherfucker, this nigga on here talking crazy, this motherfucker crazy. This motherfucker crazy. Bro. Mileage. That's why, like, bro, let's keep it a buck. This is energy shit right here, man. Look. You know, and I don't want to send no legion of niggas out here on this type of page, but y'all niggas know, man. Bottom line, man, when you talking about a bitch that's like 20, 21, you understand me? Them type of bitches hitting raw, bro, that is, once you do that, bitches that's like over 35 is like niggas be like the energy signature. The energy signature. It's energy. It's an energy thing, man. And sometimes I don't know how it's. I don't know if it's the loss of the eggs that's in them, the life, because I don't know. I don't know. But bitches accumulate mileage very quickly, and it's a lot of different. Bitches hide it, but at the end of the day, a bitch can hide all the mileage, but this energy is always the energy. I think a bitch could get vaginal tightening. It ain't gonna. It might be tight. It'll be tight, deader pussy around your dick. It'll be tighter, deader pussy. It ain't gonna be electric energy like you know what I'm saying. And where does all of this lead you back to when I'm talking about this? Because see, all of this shit is like a pit of where's you're led into the pit of eventually, you know, you gonna burn out and she gonna burn out. So you can't be dependent on pussy like that. You can't be. You gotta remember the life come from the nigga, and you dispense the life at will. You feel me? Niggas dispense the life at will. Niggas forget and make it seem like it's the bitch. This all go back to like, see, man, God don't want you to be a sucker, man. This all go back to Adam and Eve, bro. Because thou didst hearken to the voice of thy wife. Cursed. Cursed is the ground. Cursed is the ground. God don't want you to be a sucker. God don't want you to be thirsty. All of this is thirstiness. All of this leads back to thirstiness. Mileage is deceptive, man. I remember I was fucking with Erica Mena in the club. I was out with Erica Mena one night, popping bottles with Erica Mena. And I hugged Erica Mena. And I felt how weird her body feels. And in my mind, while I'm hugging the bitch, I had that, wow, this bitch feel weird. And it's like she knew. I had that thought. You know what I mean? Like, because I was like, oh, this feel weird. It look bomb. But it don't feel bomb. I cannot imagine every day that's my bitch. It's disguised. The mileage is disguised. You can feel the disguise. The only solution to any of this is to not be thirsty, bro. You got to be. At the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, man. Fucking is for making kids. Really. At the end of the day, fucking is for making kids. Everything past that is freelance wasting energy for pleasure. It's a trade off. You get the pleasure fulfilling, but part of your life force on both sides. You hear me? Reader, listener, email. Reader, listener, email. Let me do this reader, listener, email and get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I almost talked for 2 hours, man. Hold on, let me see. All right. Damn, I had my cup. I had my cup in the shot. Let me see. My cup was in the shot like a motherfucker the whole motherfucking time. My cup was in the shot. My cup. And my cup was dirty in the motherfucker, too. And my hat wasn't sitting correctly. Gotta have my hat sitting right. All right. Reader, listener, email. All right, let me see what I got. A nigga from Los Angeles writes to Bossmack. He say, Bossmack, I have a cool team of bitches. One of my bitches I recently discovered is living with her nigga, but she tells me they have broken up, but they still live together on some economic shit. But they still fuck every now and then. Being a side nigga doesn't bother me, but this bitch be pressing me for dick at least 2 or 3 times a week. So I decided to start taxing a bitch after a recent session. I told her I needed a PS5. After a recent session, I told her I needed a PS5. When I told the bitch that, I noticed this shit threw her off a little bit and she wasn't feeling that. So I didn't call her. I fell back. And then about a week later, she calls me trying to schedule another dick appointment like nothing happened. Boss Mac, what's my play for this? How do I get this out of a bitch? All right. So you in a situation where you bringing quality dick to the table with no compensation. She feels that you should be happy for the pussy. She clearly is on some nymphomaniac type shit. If she live with a nigga and trying to get it in with you, and her and the nigga still smashing every now and then. Yeah, man, you can't, you know, a lot of niggas, you know, okay, when you when you go to hell, you can't ask the devil for no ice water, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't. Once you get to hell, you can't be like, hey man, I need some ice water. You in hell, bro. You can start off great with a bitch and end up like a sucker. Start off great with a bitch, end up like a sucker. Seem great. You fucking. You sucking your dick, drinking the babies, you beating it up, y'all meeting up. Then, oh, you find out she got a nigga. She a little slicker than you thought. She a little slicker than you thought. You thought you was the whole show. You thought you was the whole show. This bitch got a whole nigga at the crib. You side nigga. And she got high dick demand on y'all niggas. She need a lot of dick. You been fucking her though. You been fucking her. You been showing yourself. She been looking at your face while you been fucking her. She know you enjoy and love the pussy. She knows. So your only hope right now is to not be available for dick appointments. Got to play poker, man. You sitting at the poker table, man. You looking at your cards. You got your cards in your hand. You looking at them. And then in the cards, you feel like you got good cards. You like, man, I got good dick. I'm fly. I'm that nigga. She got some cards too. Like, she like, hey, I know he sprung off the pussy. I know he gone off the, he into this. And y'all gonna sit there like this. And she gonna just say, hey, you want some pussy? She gonna put her card down and say, you want some pussy? And you gonna have to be like, I want some pussy, but I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm busy. I can't. Or don't even respond to her shit ever until you get a more robust request for a dick appointment. You feel me? And then you remind a bitch like, man, I told you I needed a PS3, man. A PS5. I'm all old and shit. I needed that PS5. You know what I'm saying? Niggas fan me off like I didn't say shit. Like, and then see if a bitch come up with one. Regardless, man, you're gonna have to make a decision if you want some pussy or a PS5. If you want some pussy, you might not get the PS5. Just saying. It might already be too late because you done already gave out a lot of dick. She might be like, I'm cool. It ain't worth a PS5. Bitches, bitches offended that you asked her for a PS5. You feel me? Like, she probably told her homegirl, like, this nigga try to ask me for a PS5. This nigga, he lucky I even gave him some pussy. Type bitch. That's what they be thinking, bro. So you're gonna have to. But the key is to treat her good. Like, what I mean by that is, like, when she call, don't answer when she texts, text back in a couple hours, but be nice though. Like, you're happy to hear from her, but damn, I was working. What's up with it? I miss you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And she tried to schedule a dick appointment. You say some shit like, yo, hell yeah, that shit sound bomb. I love fucking the shit out of you, man. But damn, man, I got to do this today. I got to do that. Man. Cancel about 2-3 dick appointments, man, and that bitch gonna have an outburst, and then you remind a bitch about the PS5. Be like, bitch, I told you to give me a PS5, bitch. You fan me off, bitch. Not like I need it, though, but you fan me off, bitch. I just view it as it's really a respect thing. It ain't like I really need it. I'm just checking to see what kind of bitch you really is. You a real bitch or not. You want me to come through and be fucking and all this whole shit, man. You got a whole nigga at the crib, bitch. You got me fucked up. I can't be taking no risks without no benefits, bitch. But you got to be able to go there. That's the key. You got to be able to go there with bitches. Man. 0 to 60. I call it 0 to 60 with bitches. You got to be able to go 0. You got to go from bullshitting, playing around, laughing to serious in the motherfucker. Hey, bitch, I'm serious in the motherfucker. Shit could be over. See, that's the thing, man. Niggas don't have that shit could be over in them. Shit could be over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, it ain't even really about the PS5. I'm checking for the homages. Bless y'all niggas. Shout out to Saweetie. Saweetie out there coaching them bitches. Saweetie say, this how you ask for shit. She showing bitches how to ask for money. Bitches should ask for money. Shout out to Saweetie. All right, y'all niggas. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna stop, man. Thank you for coming out. The Top Mac Nigga Show is a Bossmack Industries production.